We have more developing news tonight coming out of the University of Miami.
The athletic director of the Miami Hurricanes, Blake James, is now out of a job. Here to walk us through exactly what happened is CBS 4 sports anchor Jim Barry. Jim, how big of a surprise is this?
Well, the surprising thing, I think, is the timing of it, because I think there had been talk that maybe there would be some changes, but the fact that he is out now, a bit of a surprise. Now, I've been on the phone talking to a number of sources, and I can tell you that a lot of the former football players who have built the UM football program have been very, very frustrated. In fact, on Thursday, they're planning to have a big roundtable to talk about all of this and where this program ought to go. And so it's interesting that news of that comes out, and then a few hours later, we hear that Blake James is out as AD at the University of Miami. Now, of course, he was the guy who spearheaded the move to hire unproven Manny Diaz as the head football coach there. And at the time, everybody said, oh, hey, this could be a great thing, but it hasn't worked out so well. Here's what Blake James said just a little while ago. It's been an honor to lead Miami athletics and to be a part of this program, but now I look forward to my next endeavors. And of course, everybody wants the Canes to be like the Canes used to be when they won national championships. They've won 5 of them.
We saw some of the great Canes right there, Bernie Kosar and more. So what happens to Manny Diaz now, Jim?
Well, that is the million-dollar question, and I think with Blake James out, you can pretty much expect the new athletic director would want to hire his own football coach. And look, it's been an up-and-down run for Manny, a very likable guy, but we saw what happened in this game Saturday against Florida State. They had the game won, quite honestly, and then they give up this play at the end, and that's how it's been for the Canes, 2 steps forward and 1 step back. So the question is, who might be in the mix to be athletic director? Well, I've talked to a number of sources, and again, it's very early. They're going to do a search, but I'm led to believe that one name that's going to be in the mix is a former UM star by the name of Alonzo Highsmith.
Wow.
Yeah, a former star, of course. He was a big star back in the 1980s.
Very well known.
He's now an NFL executive. He's cut his teeth in that regard. So don't know if it's going to happen. There had been talk before that he might rejoin the Canes. So I would expect that talk to resurface.
That would go over well with the alumni, that's for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. And of course, a lot of fans hoping that this is it. This means the U is going to be back. They can eventually be a powerhouse again. But of course, all of this is going to take time, right?
It is, and it's going to take a lot of money. That's the big thing. And you wonder in today's environment if the U is really primed to spend as much money to compete with Alabama and schools like that. Now, I'm told that there are some who believe that the school does have the money. The question is, will it want to spend the money? And that goes to Julio Frank, the new president, who says he is committed to bringing back championship football at the U. We'll see.
We'll be following it. Jim, thank you very much.